So you know those videos that you never want to make, but you know you're going to have to because it's going to follow you for like ever? Well, this isn't one of those. Yes, I am Jonathan Pollard, the same Jonathan Pollard from the wheelchair at the ihopkc awakening. This is me.
I said you're not going. I said you're walking out of this building tonight, didn't I?
Yeah.
The beginning of tonight.
Over here before it even started, he goes, you're gonna walk out of this building tonight. And I could pull myself up and stuff using a walker, but when I walked, it felt like I was walking on electricity.
The reason that I'm addressing it is because of comments, and people literally say that this is like the most impactful moment of their life. And I don't want to take anything away from that. People's experience with religion is real. Whether there's a God or not is not part of the question. Their experience, based off their faith, their belief, their brain, everything that's in them that is believing something, creates a very real mental experience that can manifest itself. It's called the placebo effect. And to be honest, you are witnessing right there the moment my deconstruction started. I really had Guillain-Barré syndrome, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, however you want to say it. I really had it. I almost died. Full facial paralysis, couldn't walk, couldn't feel anything. I went through the whole gambit. I was in the hospital for over 30 days, somewhere between 30 and 40 days. I was in Truman Medical Center, downtown Kansas City. They misdiagnosed me at first, saying that I was having an allergic reaction to some sort of like Mucinex, but it was Guillain-Barré and my skin going numb. Nothing in this story is made up. Nothing. I really could not walk on my own without a walker on my heels until that point. Looking back and knowing what I know now and being able to properly, put things in perspective, I fully believe that I was experiencing the placebo effect, which is when faith, belief, it's what gives curses their credence. It is when a belief in something can kind of have a physical manifestation. So I think that I was already healed, already better, already ready to walk, but my brain hadn't connected the dots yet, and I was still experiencing this kind of like PTSD, nerve pain, and sensitivity from just not walking. Now, let's start with the Guillain-Barré syndrome, or Guillain-Barré, however it's said. It's autoimmune disease that attacks your central nervous system. Tries to shut it all down, right? And so it was a very real experience. It was absolutely miserable. But if you know anything about nerves, even in the recovery, but just in general, if you've been in the hospital and you haven't walked in multiple days or something like that, when you've put your foot down, you feel nerve pain. And if you mix that with everything that I've just been through, add autism to it, add trauma to it from childhood, add all these combustible things, and I think that I was in a mental loop of unable to just take those next steps of overcoming that nerve pain of walking and getting my feet back under me. I think that it just mentally was too much, and that faith, the placebo effect, the faith that I had pushed me, gave me that ability, took me from being that fearful person, that fearful moment of like, no, I can't do this, and it pushed me over the edge. And so that is very, very, very real. And I still, to this day, like, do I have some issues? Yes. But can I walk? Yeah. So I think my faith was the placebo effect, just to be clear. I was already healed, but didn't know it. And I don't mean healed in the sense of biblical term. I mean healed in the sense of the doctors gave me a bunch of medicines and I got better. Now, this probably accounts for most religious healings, because the big healings that I know of, all of those people that, claimed serious healings that I knew personally, they're not with us anymore. And so, when you put two and two together and you look across the world, it's pretty easy to see that most likely I encountered the placebo effect than some God who cared about my feet more than the rest of my well-being. So while I know that's hard for some of you to swallow and for that to be my opinion, and I know some of you are going to completely disagree with me, and that's okay. I'm willing to accept your disagreement, but this is where I am. And I just ask you to respect that. That's all. Do I want to ruin anybody's faith by saying any of this stuff, or hurt friendships, or discredit, the experience other people had based off what they saw that night? No. You believe what you want to believe, and that's fine. It's what America, it's what humans, we should be able to just take things how they are. But for me, as the guy in the wheelchair, I don't think I was healed. And to this day, I'm an atheist. So, yeah, there's that. I mean, this story is in published books about miracles from Asbury Theological Seminary. This original video had hundreds of thousands of views before IHOP took it and put it on the Awakening page, which I've asked them to take it down with no response. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear the air because I'm always getting those comments and messages, and that's what I think about it as of 2024.